Hey guys, Jarek here. Welcome to my gun guide for the 37 STAKEOUT. The 37 STAKEOUT is modeled after the Ithaca 37, which is an extremely common service shotgun used by military forces and police units around the world, so it only makes sense that the cops team would have this shotgun. Fortunately from the cops team, it's not really that great. I wasn't sure how to approach this gun guide. Simtic doesn't have stats on shotguns and I'm not sure if they ever will, so I figured I might as well go ahead and try. Battlefield Hardline came out a few weeks ago, and within that time I already have 110 hours. The double-barreled shotgun has my third most amount of kills, and the Ithaca 37 has my sixth most amount of kills. So I think I'm qualified enough to talk about the shotguns in this game. The first and most important thing you should learn about shotguns in this game is just that they are going to be inconsistent, so be expecting to have to shoot again. This is due to a number of different reasons, one of the reasons being just how odd this game is with hit registration and shotguns. Many different times, and you will see it in this video, you shoot someone, and then they don't die for a good second or two later. I'm not sure what causes this. You very clearly got hit markers, you very clearly hit them, but it's like delayed. It's like they had a heart attack later because you scared them to death. I'm not sure why it happens, but it does happen, and you need to try to put some cover between you and the enemy after you shoot while you're pumping your shotgun. Otherwise you will get a ton of trade kills, and some of them are just completely unavoidable. You will get trade kills with shotguns, it's going to happen. It's kind of frustrating, but it's, again, unavoidable. The second reason is because shotguns are a little bit strange when firing from the hip. They have a completely random pellet spread within your circular reticle. This also means that if you're going to try to fire from the hip, you should stop running. The reticle does get bigger while you are moving, and the pellet spread is random only within the reticle, so if you're not moving, that spread will be tighter. But of course, the easiest solution to this is just aiming down your sights as much as possible, as this will tighten the spread to the tightest it could be. The reason I said this shotgun isn't very good is because both the 870 and the SPAS 12 are better, so why would I ever use this shotgun? In fact, the only shotgun that's worse than this one is the double barrel because, well, fuck that thing. Seriously, if you want to know more about the double barrel shotgun, go watch my gun guide for it. Too long didn't watch, it's terrible and definitely not worth the pain in the ass to unlock it. Granted, this gun that I'm using here isn't necessarily horrible, it's just not as good. The 870 has more range, it holds one more shotgun shell, and seems to be a lot more consistent. I can't tell if this is a hit registration problem or if that extra bit of range and that one extra pellet hitting them definitely makes it way more consistent. I'm not sure what's at play here, but the 870 does kill people faster without having to be as precise. And even if you are perfectly precise with this gun, it feels like a lot of the time you just get hit markers where like one pellet managed to peg them and you only did 13 damage, even though you were aiming right at them. Again, I have no idea what's causing this. It might just be the weird hit detection in this game, but the 870 is definitely more consistent and better than the 37 STAKEOUT. As for the SPAS 12, well, it's a SPAS 12. You don't even really need to aim. If you miss the first shot, you can just shoot again. As for attachments, you have quite a few different choices. For optics, you have a lot of them. Up to 4 times scopes can be used, not that you ever really want to use that or anything more, but you can use up to a 4 times scope. I prefer the Cobra. I know some people just prefer to put iron sights on there and leave it that way because it's just a shotgun bead, hard to go wrong. As for the accessory, as usual, just ignore the flashlight and the tack light, and now you have a choice between the laser sight and a shotgun slug. I would recommend the laser sight and really wouldn't recommend the shotgun slugs for pump actions. A lot of the times it still takes 2 hits to kill them anyway, so at range you're still outmatched, and then up close you have to be really precise, and you'd just be better off with buckshot. As for muzzle, you have the choice between a standard barrel, a full choke, or a modified choke. What these chokes do is that they make your hip firing worse, but they make your grouping tighter when aiming down sights. I highly recommend the full choke. The reason being is because you already have a random spread when you're hip firing anyway, so you don't have much reason to not want to aim down the sights, so just slap a full choke on there, get some more range, and you're great. So yeah, there's not much more to talk about when it comes to this shotgun. If I had to give you a maximum range, I would say maybe 15, maybe 20 feet might be your maximum one-shot range. Don't try to push it that much. It is a shotgun, you want to try to get as close as possible. But in the end of the day, I really couldn't recommend it. The 870 is better, and so is the SPAS 12. If you were on the criminal side, go with the SPAS 12. It's blatantly the best shotgun. But this one really isn't that amazing. It's a little bit lackluster. Again, it's usable. As you can see here, I'm getting a decent amount of kills with it. If I had to give it a grade, I would probably give it around a C, maybe. I just have a very meh feeling about this gun, and that's not a very good feeling in a game where some guns are godlike feeling. So it's not too great of a gun, it's not terrible. Use it if you really want to. That's all I really have to say about the 37 STAKEOUT. Thanks for watching this gun guide, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.